All right, so hello, Edgardo Diaz. We're going to talk about another sexual scandal in the record industry. I do not think that Michael Jackson is guilty of those so-called allegations. I think those are lies. And but I'm definitely gotta know how I feel about R. Kelly. I do not like R. Kelly. So, and yes, I do believe he threatened me because some of his name came in there, and next thing, some things happened. I'm not going to go into detail after. So, but let's just say the law enforcement knows about it. But we're not going to elaborate that. We're going to go to the Latin side to know about this because, you know, yo canto eso yo también. And one of my role models was in this group who is Latino, Ricky Martin. The group Menudo. We're going to talk about Menudo and the sexual scandal in that group. Also want to know, I have not done live streams because someone lied and said when I did a Mariah Carey Drama and Demons docuseries, and it was a commentary. The man that made the docuseries flagged down the video. I got a strike for copyright. When actually I was doing commentary, I didn't show the actual footage. I just gave my opinion. So I'm waiting for dumb people from YouTube. I did say that who procrastinating though. If you're not procrastinating, you're dumb, okay? Because there's nowhere in me talking about the showing the actual. I'm giving details of this docuseries, and next thing I'm told, and it's funny, another person on YouTube has the actual video where I saw it, and their channel's not flagged down. So I have to do recorded videos in order to put stuff on. Yeah, because I got a copyright strike. Yes, y'all, I did. Yes, that I cannot do live streams until that strike is gone. And I'm waiting for their slow ass to finish. Because I'm sorry, when y'all so stupid, do you see anybody talking from the document? You hear me talking, right? You show no footage of it, so there's no copyright strike. So that's why I'm doing recording. But anyway, let's get to the subject. So back in the 70s and 80s, I think it was the 80s, right? Okay, I think it was most it had been this because Ricky Martin came in the early 80s. Menudo. And Menudo was created by this Panamanian-born but Puerto Rican man named Edgardo Diaz. Edgardo Diaz was a business owner. I still reading more about his information, and I remember reading this on Vibe magazine prior to late 90s or early 2000s when Ricky Martin was coming big at the time, and about Aunt Christina, the Latin opera. Who's cute American like a white woman, but there's a fake dyed blonde hair, no offense, but it is. She was popular because she used to have an English show, and then she went in Spanish, which went totally in Spanish. And during '91, the guys from Menudo, I guess it was Rafi Rodriguez and Roy Rosello, they claimed that Edgardo Diaz molested him. Then there's Angelo, I think Garcia, I think his name. He's openly bisexual, and I think he mentioned it on Source. Then on Forbes magazine talking about this, and then there's an article in '91, New York Post, I think was talking about this. Well, the other guys came and said that Edgardo, his attorney, and another man sexually abused them, put them on drugs. And this is what he would do. He had the boy band Menudo. Instead of them grow up to age, once they reached puberty and got older looking, they had to leave the group. And that's why it was like a bunch of guys being Menudo. I know about Roy and Rafi. They're both gospel singers. They're no longer singing. They were singing secular music, but they're in they're in the gospel. Angelo, the one who I think he opened it on Source Make 2015, is openly bisexual, and he worked with Lenny Kravitz on American Woman. I think it was American Woman, one other songs. So he's in the industry. So Ricky Martin, we all know, is gay, okay? And a lot of people, I've seen comments when he came out 2010, which is next year will be 10 years of him coming out, said that Edgardo was the reason why he's gay because he sexually abused him. And there's stories of Edgardo Diaz putting drugs in, having, raping him, sexually abusing him. I don't know if it's true or not. Edgardo said that it's a lie. I don't want to, if a person's guilty, they're guilty, because I'm going to let them know be guilty, okay, on my channel. I don't want to make no lies, because people lie from things. It'll not cover up for Edgardo if he is guilty, okay, because I'm be 40s. These people older than 40, like Ricky Martin, be 50 in 2021. Okay, just like Selena, she was alive, and Tupac, and and Left Out, they'll be 20, cause they born in 1970. They'll be 50. Excuse me, in 2021, cause they're born in 71. Like I'll be 40 this year. So I was a little baby, and I remember seeing them in English. Most of them sung in Spanish, but they I think one time I seen them, but I didn't pay attention, when you're a little kid. So, and I didn't know Spanish at the time. I wasn't into Latin music at the time, okay? So, a lot of people, I would love to see a docu-series on that. I would leave Michael Jackson alone, but let's talk about Edgardo Diaz, baby. We got to know about what is he guilty or not. Now, I'm going to be a pink chick. She's more so a fucking nosy, messy person. God's person right now. Let me cuss on Sunday morning. My question is, I got to talk about another artist, and I do like her music, but I don't like what she did. Gloria Trevi. Anybody know in Mexico? Baby, we in the Latin part of this, baby, okay? Now, Gloria Trevi was a Mexican rock singer. Before Selena, they call her the Mexican Madonna. I think she did talk about sex in her music, and I know that she would pass out condoms. She was crazy. I remember back in the 90s, like 95 on Telemundo, Channel 45, 48. I think it was 48, which is Telemundo in Houston. They changed the number. It used to be Telemundo in Houston. They had Peloceta, wild hair. Yeah, she had a wild hair, and she would dress scary. I remember seeing on Christina, they had books where they have a devil for like a pentagon of her on there. I never forget, So, a lot of people that know that Gloria Trevi, she was arrested because her boyfriend, they had a tryouts for girls in Latin America to look like Gloria Trevi, and he posted upon some careers and modeling. But her husband was doing what I believe R. Kelly was doing, having a sex cult. Her boyfriend, her boyfriend or her common law husband, I don't know if he's Brazilian or Mexican. She's Mexican, okay? They had a sex cult in prostitution, and she was arrested in Brazil and let out years like 2005 or 6, because I was in Job Corps, and I'm like, why they let this woman out? So I don't know, and she continued to play music as she did her time in Brazil, because she had the sex code like all over. Like she was in the United States, and they were looking for Gloria Trevi and her boyfriend or her common law husband. So I had to say about that docu-series in English and Spanish. I mean, yeah. So a lot of people are not looking at this, but Menudo, yes, Menudo, the boy band group, Latin boy in the 90s, the 80s, early 80s, I think late 70s when I was born. And they were mostly in Puerto Rico, even though the office of the company was in Panama, and they did travel to Mexico. They did go to other parts of Latin America and United States, mostly Latinos. A lot of Latinos who are older than me know this. Of course, I just found out I was Hispanic, on doanswer.com. Not no DNA test, y'all know. My photographer was Black Spanish Creole, but I've been in Latin culture since I was, a teenager. Yeah, when I started learning Spanish. My school mostly Mexican down here in the in East Harris County. Houston area as well. So, you know, and I know who Selena was before she passed. Listen to Hannah music. Y'all know, you know, I love Come la flor que tanto amor metiste tú. Se machito, me macho. Yo siempre te. Pero, ay, como me duele. Anyway, so y'all know, thank you. So I love Latin music. And I was listening to Ricky Martin when I was listening to Latin music in '93. I remember he had that long curly hair. Sin Control. Yeah, that song. And he was on General Hospital. I forget. I watched a Rima Latino in English and in Spanish. And Padísimo, On the Max, and Control, and what's the almost adventure show. It wasn't a video show, but Caliente. Y'all know the song back in the shows back in the '90s and On the Menudo. So I watched all that. Okay, and I remember when I was in high school, oh, Maria, Maria, 1, 2, 3. You know, y'all know about Maria, Maria. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Es una bebita que va cambiando tu vida una conquista. De nada mueve loca, loca te tira agua de risas unas cosas. La aceituna caliente, esa es la bomba, me mueve loco. En dice que de bomba estás. Cosa linda, cosa mona, sube, sube que de bomba va. Boom, boom, te mueve veta. Otra veta mal. Cada esquina, nena, dame más. Muévelo, muévelo. Y'all, yes, you know I love Ricky Martin's music. And I don't care if he's gay, bisexual, straight, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not in the bedroom, I ain't trying to be in the bed. But I love his music, okay? Yes, and he is one of my Latin male role models, okay? He is, besides John Casada and John Sacada and Michael Sacado, you know, Jessica. Si te vas con tu amor, razones de vivir ni faltarán. Tú sabrás que todo lo que quiero eres tú. And what's the other song? Sin ella. That's Michael Sacado. Sin ella, sin ella. I forgot. I have the song on my. I have me singing the song on this channel. It's been a while since I'm sin ella, sin ella. Mi noche serán muy frías. Y sus alegrías. I forgot the rest of the song. It's been a while. Sin ella, sin ella. Yo no puedo vivir sin ella. Porque esos son besos. Ese es amor. Y yo me vuelo. Sin ella, sin ella. Mi noche será muy frías. Así sus alegrías. I forgot. No baby, así. It's been a while I've been singing these Latin songs because I've been busy trying to get my own business. I know Come la Flor by heart. Trust me, I love that song. No tanto amor metiste tú, ese machito me macho, yo sé pretender, pero ay, como me duele. Okay, y'all know, yes, I love singing in Spanish. So anyway, so you know, besides Selena, besides Celia Cruz, besides you know, Gloria Estefan, you know, a lot of Latin artists. Mariah Carey, you know, Mariah Carey's part Hispanic, yes. You know, I look up to, you know, when it comes to, you know, them singing, and yes, I do love, you know, I love Mariah. I still believe someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a dream. Someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. Yes, you know I love Mariah Carey. That's why I was screaming when I sang her saw her 2 years ago. And she came here this March, which her birthday is on March 27th. She came here on the 1st at the Small Financial in Sugarland while Cardi B was performing at the rodeo. Okay, I love Cardi B singing "Coming Up." I saw her singing "Coming Up" with the picture of Selena at the NRG Stadium. So anyway, let's give it to such poorness. A lot of people do not know that in Latin music there was a sex scandal with allegedly, because I don't want to say it is. I do kind of believe that Diaz is guilty. No, for real. I mean, people can make up stories. Like, I know that Michael Jackson was innocent. Let me explain why. And I know everybody bringing LaToya Jackson. I'm going to do a video about that. It's getting on my nerves about when she was in 93, months after her husband, the white Jewish man, Jack Gordon, beat her up. She wore shades. She was scared of her life. She was forced to say Michael Jackson molested the boys. However, when she left, and she has a book out about it, okay, Living LaToya, something like that, I forgot it's called. Anyway, she describes how Jack Gordon was threatening to kill her, threatening to kill Janet, Michael, and her. It wasn't for Jermaine or either Marlon, one of those brothers, to come pick her up. And she mentioned at a Dutch TV station in 2008, almost 10 years ago, which is 11 years ago, that as Jehovah's Witness, she was naive. She was sheltered. And a lot of people come from shelter homes like Michael Jackson. It's easy to pray in E word, not the A, the E letter in the word pray, to on a person who's naive, who's gullible. And even though he knew how to do business in the music industry, childhood, he trusts so many people. So when I hear these stories that Wade and the other guy, they're lying in their stories, and he paid people. I'm going to retract what that man said. He said he didn't want that publicity like O.J. Simpson, meaning that courtrooms and people, harassed because, what happened to O.J. Simpson. So that's why he paid. Of course, it was stupid to pay shit for court, but one thing I know, Michael Jackson is a very naive and scary, intimidated person, meaning he's getting easily intimidated, especially when dealing with Joe Jackson and, for instance, like Jehovah's Witness. Even Jelena was Jehovah's Witness. And yes, Selena was Jehovah's Witness, and her naive it says no offense to the Kennedy family, it led to her death, just like Michael Jackson. And I know, coming from an ex-Protestant background, okay, who became Catholic later on, when I was naive, okay, and coming from, even I was converted to Catholicism, I still and somehow live a conservative Protestant life forced upon me by my family. I was naive, okay. People did me dirty, and I tell point and people say, "You so paranoid." I don't care. It's paranoid. It's called being rational, okay. Even I was naive, and people did me dirty. People, in your early 20s and it's 19, 10, even when I was in school, people did me dirty. So that's how I knew that certain religions that put shelter you don't have the outside influence, you're not hip to it, you're easily influenced, in people who are looking at your weakness and try to exploit your weakness. That's how criminals work, okay? That's why Sandoval did the same thing. That's how the people lied on Michael Jackson, because it's perjury when you lie on someone legally, and that's how and scam money out this dude, because they were both, Selena, Michael, even LaToya, they were both sheltered. Of course, Chris Pettis in the book, a lot of people telling me all my comments about Chris Pettis' book that they do not want to be released. They're saying that it paints Mr. Quintanilla, yeah, he was controlled. I can tell. That's why when Gregory Nava was mentioning about the bus situation, and when Jennifer Lopez is playing Selena, he didn't want that in the movie. But I'm sorry, it's what it is. I understand that Suzette's proud is like the rest of Jackson family, because I know they're not the same family. Quintanilla, they're happy their dad pushed them to become successful, but they were being the papa he did, just like Joe Jackson was. Being a stage parent, the tiger parent, like an Asian, not all Asians, but Asian. I'm talking about Jennifer Pan, and a lot of folks are like they feel be defending that the fact that they let the abusive and narcissistic behavior led to their daughter killing them. Okay, even though that's a lie. Of course, wrong to kill your parents, but when you're destructive with your way you raise your kids, they come back and hunt you, just like I did. You know what I'm saying? Respect go both ways, and I would never done with anyway. But because I've been in a situation where people push me and be narcissistic and toxic parenting as well. So yes, that's the reason why that Michael, by him being naive, trusting everybody, thought everybody his friends. Of course, they got loud, man, and you got Tom Mottola and Sony. It's not so good. Okay, so that's not for a look at that. But anyway, that's not me talking about that. But the truth of the matter is that y'all, we look into the case of Menudo and Edgardo Diaz. Edgardo Diaz, excuse me, was the man that was the manager, and he was accused of sexually abusing the guys from Menudo, especially Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin never came out and said he did, but other guys, I think, and it was Angelo or some other member, had allegedly said yes, that he was abusive towards him and other guys, 9 boys in the band, and he will wait till they get older and kick them out. Once they get reach puberty and look older, like close to adulthood, they're out the group. They had to be like purity boys, puberty, in reaching puberty, and that's just sick. I'm sorry. I mean, I understand you want your group, but why not have Menudo be grown men? Like, Boys to Men was grown. Jackson 5, this is getting on my nerves with these people in the industry. They make it hard for young ones, to be stars and be in healthy situations. When you hear about, what happened to Corey Feldman, I don't know why Corey Feldman going to talk about he's bashing Michael Jackson. I'm like, Corey Feldman exposed who molested him, including Charlie Sheen. So you're afraid of them people, but you're not for the man who can defend himself. You're going to talk bad about the man. I'm over that situation. I think he was threatened. I think that they did something to him to make him do that, or he just being silly. Okay, because again, I'm over Corey Feldman. I agree. You should supposed to use when that man asked you years ago who was the pedophiles and high ranks of Hollywood. You was afraid to you scared, but now you're gonna talk bad about man who can't defend himself. I'm over the man. Anyway, but it's just sad that people would exploit children, the most innocent beings when it comes, to this earth, and that's just wrong. All these adults who willing the participants to have sex, whether you're straight, gay, bi, with participants, you know what I'm saying? You don't have, don't go force nobody to do it. They're grown. That's wrong too. I'm talking about those who willing to give you what you ask for, especially these days. Okay, what's the excuse? Why are you going at the kids? You can buy sex, adult sex. Okay, let me make sure. What about it? Okay, you can go and buy sex. Before Backpage laws, you had grown people. You can do that and create it. I don't understand children. Why kids? This is sick to me. It is. It's just sick to me. All these grown ass adults. Hey, if it's consensual, you don't got to worry about nobody trying to blackmail you. Actually, if they do, you have proof that somehow but nah, not on kids. Anyway, y'all, that's enough of me talking about. Y'all have a nice day.